Law 4. The player's equipment. 1. Safety. A player must not use equipment or wear anything that is dangerous. All items of jewellery, necklaces, rings, bracelets, earrings, leather bands, rubber bands, etc. are forbidden and must be removed. Using tape to cover jewellery is not permitted. The players must be inspected before the start of the match and substitutes before they enter the field of play. If a player is wearing or using unauthorised or dangerous equipment or jewellery, the referee must order the player to remove the item and leave the field of play at the next stoppage if the player is unable or unwilling to comply. A player who refuses to comply or wears the item again must be shown a yellow card. 2. Compulsory equipment. The compulsory equipment of a player comprises the following separate items: a shirt with sleeves, shorts, socks. Tape or any material applied or worn externally must be the same colour as that part of the sock it is applied to or covers. Shin guards. These must be made of a suitable material to provide reasonable protection, and they must be covered by the socks. Footwear. Goalkeepers may wear tracksuit bottoms. A player whose footwear or shin guard is lost accidentally must replace it as soon as possible and no later than when the ball next goes out of play. If before doing so the player plays the ball and or scores a goal, the goal is awarded. 3. Colours. The two teams must wear colours that distinguish them from each other and the match officials. Each goalkeeper must wear colours that are distinguishable from the other players and the match officials. If the two goalkeeper shirts are the same colour and neither has another shirt, the referee allows the match to be played. Undershirts must be a single colour which is the same colour as the main colour of the shirt sleeve, or a pattern or colours which exactly replicate the shirt sleeve. Undershorts and tights must be the same colour as the main colour of the shorts or the lowest part of the shorts. Players of the same team must wear the same colour. 4. Other equipment. Non-dangerous protective equipment, for example headgear, face masks, and knee and arm protectors made of soft, lightweight padded material is permitted, as are goalkeepers' caps and sports spectacles. Head covers. Where head covers, excluding goalkeepers' caps, are worn, they must be black or the same main colour as the shirt, provided that the players of the same team wear the same colour. They must be in keeping with the professional appearance of the player's equipment, and they must not be attached to the shirt. They must not be dangerous to the player wearing it or any other player, for example, opening or closing mechanisms around the neck. They must not have any parts extending out from the surface, known as protruding elements. Electronic communication. Players, including substitutes, substituted and sent-off players, are not permitted to wear any form of electronic or communication equipment except where electronic performance and tracking systems are allowed. The use of any form of electronic communication by team officials is permitted where it directly relates to player welfare or safety or for tactical coaching reasons, but only small mobile handheld equipment, for example microphone, headphone, earpiece, mobile phone, smartphone, smartwatch, tablet, laptops may be used. A team official who uses unauthorised equipment or who behaves in an inappropriate manner as a result of the use of electronic or communication equipment will be sent off. Electronic performance and tracking systems, known as EPTS. Where wearable technology as part of EPTS is used in matches played in an official competition organised under the auspices of FIFA, confederations or national FAs, the competition organiser must ensure that the technology attached to the player's equipment is not dangerous and meets the requirements for wearable EPTS under the FIFA Quality Programme for EPTS. Where EPTS are provided by the match or competition organiser, it is the responsibility of that match or competition organiser to ensure that the information and data transmitted from the EPTS to the technical area during matches played in an official competition are reliable and accurate. The FIFA Quality Programme for EPTS supports competition organisers with the approval process of reliable and accurate EPTS. 5. Slogans, statements, images and advertising. Equipment must not have any political, religious or personal slogans, statements or images. Players must not reveal undergarments that show political, religious, personal slogans, statements or images, or advertising other than the manufacturer's logo. For any offence, the player and or the team will be sanctioned by the competition organiser, National FA or by FIFA. Principles. Law 4 applies to all equipment, including clothing, worn by players, substitutes and substituted players. Its principles also apply to all team officials in the technical area. The following are usually permitted: the player's number, name, team crest or logo, initiative slogans or emblems promoting the game of football, respect and integrity, as well as advertising permitted by competition rules or National FA, Confederation or FIFA regulations. The facts of a match, team, date, competition, event, venue are also permitted. Permitted slogans, statements or images should be confined to the shirt front and or armband. In some cases, the slogan, statement or image might only appear on the captain's armband. Interpreting the law. When interpreting whether a slogan, statement or image is permissible, note should be taken of Law 12, fouls and misconduct, which require the referee to take action against a player who is guilty of using offensive, insulting or abusive language and or actions, or who is guilty of acting in a provocative, derisory or inflammatory way. Any slogan, statement or image which falls into any of these categories is not permitted. Whilst religious and personal are relatively easily defined, political is less clear, but slogans, statements or images related to the following are not permitted: any persons, living or dead, unless part of the official competition name, any local, regional, national or international political party, organisation or group, any local, regional or national government or any of its departments, offices or functions, any organisation which is discriminatory, any organisations whose aims or actions are likely to offend a notable number of people, any specific political act or event. When commemorating a significant national or international event, the sensibilities of the opposing team, including its supporters and the general public, should be carefully considered. Competition rules may contain further restrictions and limitations, particularly in relation to the size, number, and position of permitted slogans, statements, and images. It is recommended that disputes relating to slogans, statements, or images be resolved prior to a match or competition taking place. 6. Offences and sanctions. For any offence, play need not be stopped, and the player is instructed by the referee to leave the field of play to correct the equipment, and leaves when play stops, unless the equipment has already been corrected. A player who leaves the field of play to correct or change equipment must have the equipment checked by a match official before being allowed to return. The player must only re-enter with the referee's permission, which may be given during play. A player who enters without permission must be shown a yellow card, and if play is stopped to show the yellow card, an indirect free kick is awarded from the position of the ball when play was stopped, unless there was interference, in which case a direct free kick or penalty kick is awarded from the position of the interference.